Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. This is International Royal TV, and thank you for clicking. Please thumbs up if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today we are going to be continuing on with Princess Anne or Princess Royal. I know she was so humble. She's so humble. She doesn't like to go by the title Princess, but just for reading's sake, we're going to call her Princess Anne or Princess Royal. Yeah, so we already done session 1, which was called Anne, Princess Royal. Basically, that was a brief introduction to her life, her birth, etc. So now we are on session number 2, and it's called Early Life and Education. So if you have missed part 1, there is a playlist. So you can find that on the community tab after this, and you can also find it in the playlist section. So the source I'm reading from is Wikipedia, and we are on session number 2. So let's go. Early life and education. Anne was born at 11:50 a.m. BST on 15th of August 1950 at Clarence House during the reign of her maternal grandfather, King George VI. She was the second child and only daughter of Princess Elizabeth, Duchess of Edinburgh, later Queen Elizabeth II, and Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. A 21-gun salute in Hyde Park signalled the birth. I think that says signalled. Forgive me. Let's continue. Anne was baptised in the music room of Buckingham Palace on 21st of October 1950 by the Archbishop of York, Cyril Garbett. At the time of her birth, she was third in line of succession to the British throne, behind her mother and older brother Charles, later King Charles III. She rose to second in 1952 after her grandfather's death and her mother's accession. She is currently 17th in line. A governess, Catherine Pebbles, was appointed to look after Anne and her brothers, Charles, Andrew, and Edward. Pebbles was responsible for Anne's early education at Buckingham Palace. Given her young age at the time, Anne did not attend her mother's coronation in June 1953. I remember seeing Charles was definitely there. I remember seeing some footage of that. That's quite interesting. Anyway, let's continue. A Girl Guides Company, the first Buckingham Palace company to include the Holy Trinity Brompton Brownie Pack, was reformed in May 1959, specifically so that, as her mother and aunt had done as children, Anne could socialize with girls her own age. The company was active until 1963, when Anne went to boarding school. Anne enrolled at, I'm not good at pronouncing certain words, but let's give it a try. Anne enrolled at Benenden School in 1963. In 1968, she left school with 6 GCE O levels and 2 A levels. She began to undertake royal engagements in 1969 at the age of 18. Wow. So she's been working hard at royal engagements since the age of 18. And pretty much she's been going and going and going since then. She's such a hard worker. That's one of the things I really admire about Princess Anne or Princess Royal. Her work ethic and also her loyalty and closeness to her brother, Charles. And they were close as youngsters and they are still close today. And I just love that fact about them and love that fact about her. She's so hardworking and conscientious. Anyway, let's continue. In 1970, Anne briefly had a relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles, who later married Camilla Shand. Camilla later became the second wife and queen consort of Anne's eldest brother, Charles III. Anne was also briefly linked to Olympic equestrian Richard Meade. So that brings us to the end of session number 2, which was called Early Life and Education. So we have now done parts 1 and 2. So after this live stream, I'm going to put this part that we're on now, I'm going to add it to the playlist. So, and the playlist will be on the community tab and in the playlist section as well. And it will be called Princess Anne's Life History. Also, if you're interested in topics like this and content like this, we also have another playlist that we did before this one, which was called Queen Elizabeth II's Life History. So you can also check that out in the playlist section and also on the community tab. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. Please thumbs up this live stream if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you're just joining, we have finished the reading, but if you rewind it to the beginning, you'll be able to hear the full session, and I'll leave it running for a little longer so that you can catch up. And also you can catch up in the playlist section as well and on the community tab, where you'll also find Queen Elizabeth II's life history too. So I do thank you so much for your time. I'm going to put up a poll question now as well. So feel free to answer our poll question. And yeah, thank you so much for your time. Hope to see you on the next episode. And session number 3 will be called Equestrianism. So yeah, hopefully see you soon. Thank you so much. If you've just joined the live stream, please could you rewind it to the beginning to hear the session? Because unfortunately we've come to the end, but I'll leave the live stream running so that you can catch up with the reading. And the source I'm reading from is Wikipedia if you'd like to catch up on there. But also we've got the audio version on the playlist section and in the community tab as well. So once again, thank you so much. Answer our poll question, please. Thank you so much.